Okay, so you mentioned growing up in Israel. Talk to me a little bit more about that. What was your childhood like? What's the memories that you remember? Because I always think about for me, and I'll go first, right? I always think about for me because, and I said this before this on this podcast. I was raised in Ghana, so I wasn't born here. I was raised in Ghana, so I remember being in Ghana very very young, running around. Like that was it. Yeah. It's very different from here. Just running around. Always football was the biggest thing. I'd get up in the morning, get a football, and then go outside, and I'll be outside playing football the whole day. Me and my friends just running around, getting up to no good.
How many people on each team?
Oh, it depended. Sometimes it'd be 2-2, sometimes it'd be like 11. The whole neighborhood would come together. We just put like balls on the floor as like goals. It was just amazing. It was like it's like a time of bliss, a time of like just complete, childish, just doing all that, go through the experience. I want to see if that's similar for you. What was your experience like? Do you remember when you were younger?
So I had a lot of experiences. I'm very fortunate. I come from with a very good family, with parents. And, I live in Tel Aviv, Israel, and I don't know how to simplify it. I think my most dominant, I don't know, it's memory, but like vibe or atmosphere, like the thing that the symbol of everything. Like almost every video that you see of me from young age, I'm dancing. Almost every video, and not like dancing. I wasn't a dancer. But just every video, my mom filmed a lot with a video camera. Every time, and rock music, metal music, chill music, quiet music, classical music. You just see me dancing, wearing costume, and the house was like a giant mess. Like everywhere toys and everywhere, and it's like really like unaesthetic.
Yeah.
But that was the beautiful thing. It's like life came to me. I didn't have to come to life. I didn't have to say, okay, this is my drawer of toys and let's pick out of the 10 toys. It's like I fell on the ground while dancing and hit a toy and picked it up and did something with it.
Yeah.
And my mom is a music teacher in kindergartens. So we have a ton of hula hoops and music and like accessories and stuff. So it was very playful, very free, very open, very accepting. And through that also came to the world and met... had a lot of hobbies, a lot of, and like, always I changed obviously as years went by, but always like this playful thing of like, there are a lot of things to play with everywhere, and also, like it's my right to play with them, so it's also, there is the possibility, and also why not speak like that?
Exactly. That's beautiful. I think, you mentioned music, and I want to start, like breathing that in. I didn't know your mother was a music teacher. So talk to me about that. You were dancing a lot when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Where do you think that love for music comes from?
It was constantly in the house, like playing, like we had CDs and stuff back when I don't think it was even all metal, so it was the popular thing.
Yeah.
And also because my mom is a music teacher, so when she speaks to the children, she always speaks in lines, because that gets the children attention, even if she's just telling them to sit down. So she would say like, play like a clown and then sit down. All of the kids do it. And I think she did it to me since I was a little baby. So my mind is like to rhythm, the lines, and everything was like, there was a song for good night, but not like a song, like a traditional long song, like a tune or something for everything. So I think music was really like a part of my whole essence.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I think even for me, I remember like similar to you. There's when I see videos of me when I was a kid, I'm always showing them just me dancing. Like I remember there was once where we went to a friend of ours, like a 50th birthday, and like I'm taking a video. There's a video of me. I must be like 8 or 9. And I'm in the middle of all these groups of people and I'm dancing, man. I'm like doing that, like, go seriously. Everyone's like cheering you on. Hey. And I'm like, I'm just a little kid. I was like, I don't remember that. What was I doing? Why was I in the middle of all those people? But I think music has just been such a, like, I think it's something to say about music, how like it kind of really transcends like age groups. It transcends language, I think, also. Like, you can really be any, you can listen to something, you don't even understand the language, but you can also deal with that, Do you feel that too, really, when you hear some songs?
Yes, of course. You could hear songs in the languages I have no idea what you mean, but Like it hits you. It's like the melody behind. It's like two different people can say the same thing, but it will feel completely different. Or two stand-up comic can say the same joke, but only one of them will do it funny, because it's like the rhythm and the tune and just the atmosphere behind the actual content.
Yeah.
So I think music speaks like louder than the words themselves, and that's why also it transcends to every age.
Yeah, 100%. Who are some of your like music influences involved?
So I really liked. Oh, so many.
Okay, let's so genre specific then.
Yeah, so I liked hip hop.
Okay.
A lot. So a lot of Israeli hip hop. There is a band called the Dag Nachash. They are Shadowpris. Some people overseas also know them. And rock music, I really like Green Day. And I was in their show like 3 days ago.
Yeah, you've hey, let's go.
And Green Day and Black Keys and who else? Like a lot of rock music, a lot of Pink Floyd, a lot of bands.
What is it about each genre that speaks to you? Like, do you have a thing? Is there a reason why you're drawn to hip hop or you're drawn to rock music or you're drawn to other type of music?
I think, every side of them, for me at least, expresses like a different urge. Like hip hop is like the urge of look at me, or not look at me, because I less fancy that kind of hip hop, but like the ego. Even if you say something educational, even if you don't just say I have money, successful, you're like this. Like you're feeling yourself. Look at me, I know what I'm saying. So it's like when you feel confident, you want to speak your truth. It's like, and rock music, it depends which kind. But if it's like really bombastic music, it's like you just wilding like a kid, you don't trying to make sense. If it's more quiet and it's more about the essence of life itself, you're listening.
I relate to that a lot. I relate to especially rock music. For me, rock music is like a kind of like a like, because obviously where it comes from, most of it comes from, like America and like the 80s where they felt oppressed, they want to say something. So that kind of that voice is very strong. The voice of like, it's just me and my pen, I'm going to write what I really think. And then like, even like, how rock music has more lyrics than most music, because it's very densely focused on what they're trying to say. And it's like, okay, I'm going to say this thing because this thing's what means something. Or even like, for hip hop, sorry. And then rock music had to the opposite where it's like, it's a feeling. The guitar really gets right to your feeling of like, like, I can't play any instruments, but I could feel that. Can you play instruments? What is it they're like learning and like being able to describe that, like exhibit that feeling for you?
So I play drums and bass. I think rhythm is always, even like to this day, I don't know if it will ever pass. When I eat with the rhythm.
Really?
I'm not trying to, I'm doing it without noise. I'm trying and when I walk, sometimes I walk and I time the steps with my hands and just everything, or I take the bottle and everything. Just like Salome, and also drums. Just immediately I felt comfortable with it. And I also play bass guitar. So I have a guitar lying around in my house, and I play with it. So it took me more time, but I just enjoyed it. Didn't really learn new things or evolve. And then when I was more adult, like when I was 16 or something, I learned bass for like 8 months. Yeah.
Talking about drums thing, what is it? Because I can't understand it. I look at it as so many things. I mean, I get that part, but it's more difficult than just like, because it's very much of a rhythm-based thing. What is it about drums? Why do you love it? How do you learn it? What is something that people don't understand about learning drums or playing drums?
I don't know, it's like playing with yourself, because you're surrounded like with a microphone, you're singing in front of everybody, like portrait. And you're playing guitar, you hide behind your guitar, which most of the time you're standing, you're like, look, but the drums, you're surrounded by so many boxes, and you're just, you're with everybody, but you're also in your own world, because you play with their pace and with their music, but also you're just with yourself playing, and also with the drums, you can really dictate where the play is going. Like everybody else can do the same thing, the guitar can do the same wall, the lick can do the same thing. It's to slightly change the rhythm. The whole song will have a different vibe, different atmosphere. But yeah, just, I don't know, feel free.
It's a freeness that comes with it. Yeah. I can definitely see. I have some friends who play drums, and I can see that when they're on stage, they're really just like completely zoned in. Have you seen Whiplash?
No.
We're
Oh,
watched-
I've seen some scenes. I didn't see the whole movie. Yeah.
Oh man, it's the drummer's dream, man. It's just like there's a scene at the end where he's just playing and he just really just goes to his own walls. Like imagine every drummer has that kind of moment where they just kind of like sit back and it's like they're just lost into their own worlds. Okay, so let's actually go back to you talking to me about your childhood and where you grew up and where you're from. What are some like scenes or like sights or like smells or like describe to me what it's like to be from there. Like is there anything from there that kind of stays with you that still needs to remember, you know, about the place to be grew up specifically?